Hi Shahrukh, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much, Malvika.
You've been a part of so many Yash Chopra films and he's maybe the ultimate lover boy on screen, right? So which of the roles which is closest to your heart? You played a psycho lover too. Which one is really very close to your heart?
I would say I enjoy the concept that Mr. Yash Chopra always believed, however you love, it's absolutely good. So whether you love like a psychopath in I Love You, Kiran, or you love it like the intense, unforgiving, angry love of summer, nafrat karunga main, jab tak hai jaan, jab tak hai jaan. Whether you do it in the boyish, arrogant way of dil to pagal hai. The thing is, as long as you're loving, that's what I enjoyed working with Yash Chopra, that he believed whether you're a black guy, grey guy, white guy, as long as you love, all is forgiven. So, you know, you could die for your love as an obsessive lover in Dar, or you can be the man who cannot be killed, or the man who cannot die in love, you know. So love can make you lose your life, or love can make you feel that nothing can touch you in life. And that's what I enjoy working with SG, that he had this romance, and I'm also a little mad like that. I believe in love, which is different. You know? I don't believe in love which is only flowers and moonlit
Chocolates
nights
and candlelight dinners,
and beach. That is also nice. But I believe in you know, love of Devdas. I believe in the love, as long as it's love. So I think SG and me had that similarity in belief.
But tell me, will it ever be the same again for you to play a romantic hero on screen the way he portrayed you?
No, I mean, like I said, you know, his whole concept of love is completely different. It's not that, and every director has his or her own way of, you know, portraying that part according to their experiences. His experience has always been that a man never stops craving for love. When I say man, I say genetically, a man or a woman. We always keep on craving for love. It never gets fulfilled. So love is eternal like that and never ending. You know, other people, when I'm doing a film, may have a concept which is a little different, that, you know, love is for keeps. You know, it's only one time that you fall in love. But he believed that you can be in love perpetually. You know? So I'm like that. I'm in love perpetually, I think. And he was in love perpetually. And in the nicest way of being in love, you know, not reducing it to you know, everyday nonsense that people talk about. So we were both perpetually in love. But when it comes down to playing another romantic role, if I ever get it, or if I have to romance, I don't know, it'll just be very different. I've worked with other directors.
Yeah, of course,
But I've never done a romantically felt character like I think I've done for Yashji. So obviously it'll never be the same. You
know, we always had stories about how Yashi is very particular about how his actress looks on screen. You know, there were stories about how during Dil To Pagal Hai, he made Madhuri change 40 times. So is he as particular about the way an actor looks, the way you would look on screen?
No, he's never made me change 40 times. No. No, but no, I think there are a lot of myths also. You know, he does choose the clothes. He chose mine also. He just sat down. He loved every aspect of filmmaking. So you had to go to his house or come here in the Yash Raj studio and say, okay, yes, ji, ye pehen raha hu. Haan, theek hai, ye acha hai. Tu aisa pehen le. I remember we had this big discussion once during a song, Dholna. Kuch tum bolo, kuch Dil To Pagal Hai, doing, and he was like, no, ye jacket nahi pehenega, ye jacket nahi pehenega. So he was really very intent on, no, not this color. Ye green ke saath mix ho jayega or something. So he had a feeling for all these things. You know, it wasn't something he had designed with the designer. Of course, all the wonderful designers who work with him. But he had a feel for stuff that, you know, this is how the boy and girl will look in a frame which he had in mind. But here with the ladies, he was, I think the girls also feel, and I notice it till today, that, you know, if Anushka and Katrina come on the sets, I've noticed that they do want his approval, you know, an 80-year-old man's approval, because they know the look in his eyes is actually the most appreciative for a woman. So, you know, I know they've done their things, and they're wonderful designers, all of them, you know, who work with us. And they've been working with us for years, so we have full faith in them. But I know the girl would still come and, you know, yes ji, theek hai, haan, bada acha lag raha hai. Ye pehen rahi hai, is single hai. Oh. And he would say this much, and the girl would know that, you know, maybe I should just go quickly change, and she would change.
Would you ever seek his approval about what you were wearing?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I was, he loved me too much. You know, if I didn't even ever ask him. I never asked about clothes. So, he was always, yes ji, theek hai ye? Bahut acha hai yaar. Very good. Sundar lag raha tu. And tu feel kar sundar yaar. Tu kapde bade rehne de. So, and in his films, I've never really been overdressed. You know, it's just a shirt and jeans, or in this one, the army look. In Veer Zara, I was just wearing a shawl throughout the film. So it's never been extra. But yeah, I noticed more than him really looking after and thinking what the heroine should wear. I think all the heroines and all the ladies who work with us, they want to get his approval.
They want to look good for him.
Yeah, they want to look good for him. And you know, even when they come to meet him, I notice sometimes, you know, we're having a meeting, we've shot a film for 10 days, but in the evening or meeting before a new schedule, when they come, I would like to believe they're dressed up for me, but I know whenever we're having a meeting with Yash ji, the girls are a little better dressed because I think they know that he appreciates beauty.
Yeah. Shahrukh, you've been directed by Adi and Yash ji. I mean, how different are they?
Without taking away anything from Adi, who's younger and a friend.
Yeah, of course.
But I think I describe them as art and craft. So Yash ji is artistic, feeling, and they both work on the same scripts because most of the scripts that I've worked with Yash ji have been written by Adi. And all the scripts that Adi has worked with me on are written by Adi. Yeah. So the writer is the same. One works on it in an art manner. Adi's actually got a lot of craft also. So Yash ji would say, here's a love scene and let everyone feel it, let it be free floating. But Adi's is, here's a love scene, I will make sure everybody feels it.
More method.
It's not really so much method as making it clear that if my scene needs to say this, I need to make sure that is the most underlined part of the scene. With Yash ji it was, my scene needs to say this, and if it says something else apart from this also, it's all right. So he was more free-floating and artistic and letting it float. But I think Adi is very clear that, see, my scene needs to first say this and the rest, if it says good, but this is what I want portrayed. And because the writing was the same, I think it's an amazing experience to work with both of them on similar writing and the treatment being so beautifully different. You
work with Juhi, Madhuri, you're also working with the newer girls. How different are these newer girls? You think they're more prepared? Like the first movie Deepika did was with you, Anushka was with you. So how different are the girls of the new age?
I don't know. See, I think all of them, you know, everybody has an experience in life. I think the younger girls, Deepika, Priyanka, Anushka, Katrina. Kareena I've worked with a little earlier, so I know her since her first or second film. But there's nothing like being better. See, all are professionals and they're extremely hardworking. You know, that goes without saying. When I hear actors talk about each other in terms of hard work, it's silly because that's a given. This is what we do for a living. You're supposed to be hardworking. But I think each one of them brings to the table an experience of their own lifestyle and life. That is something very nice. So Madhuri brought an experience of not just the work, her lifestyle and her life. Juhi did hers, and you know, Katrina, Anushka, and the other young girls we mentioned. And I get really, really extremely impressed, and I'm not saying it patronizingly. I get impressed in the way of a learner. You know, I love watching people, beautiful people, being good, saying nice lines and acting well, making me cry or smile with me. So all these young girls, you know, when I work with them now, they're outstandingly clear. The clarity they have about the film, you know, is fantastic. There's not much difference. They all are, you know, some of them are actually quite similar. Yeah, they're quite similar actually. You know, sometimes I'm working with one of the girls like Katrina, has the same team who used to work with Juhi. So, you know, both of them also keep on turning around and saying, Juhi ben jaisi, na? And, you know, so they're similar. They have the same gentleness and kindness, but work-wise, I think, you know, with the lot that I'm working with now, they bring to the table a life experience which perhaps I don't have, a lifestyle which perhaps I have not experienced so much. So it's very interesting to be working on them.
I believe Karan Johar was very keen to shoot the song in Switzerland, the one that Yashi couldn't shoot.
He wasn't keen. We were at the Chautha and you know, we were just discussing it, and it was like, you know, take a director and still complete the song. So it was just a suggestion. You know, I'll come, and you know, anyone who we would take Vaibhavi, who's the choreographer for the film. But you know, it was just a talk where it was, no, now we can't. None of us can shoot the song in Switzerland. You can't go and shoot a song, especially for a film that ESG is making himself and wanted to shoot the song. I don't think I would be able to go. I think Karan also just said it, you know, just in case we need to do it as helping out, because we all belong to the same family of filmmakers. But I think nobody really felt it from the heart, because if you shoot a song in Switzerland, then it has to be shot by ESG, otherwise it's not a song.
Shahrukh, what will you be doing on the day of release?
What am I doing?
On the day of the release.
I don't know. The whole of the PR team of Yash Raj and Spice and everyone, I don't know what they'll make me do. I think
but are you like more nervous about this one?
I'm never nervous. I'm nervous.
Oh, you're never nervous?
I'm nervous when I'm doing the scene. I'm nervous when I'm doing the song. I'm nervous when I'm dubbing the film. Now, what does there need to be done else now? It's over and done with. Now, I think we'll just. I think we have a premiere on the 12th.
A grand one, I believe. Yeah.
Inshallah, we want to celebrate ESG's way of spreading happiness through his work. So I think that's a great thought for the whole family, actually, for Pam Auntie, Uday, Adi, to take that call. That, you know what, Dad would have wanted it to be a celebrated film.
Yeah.
So I think we all decided day before yesterday that we are going to be very happy about this film.
Wow.
We are going to be happy, we are going to be anxious, we are going to be loving, we are going to be thrilled. We are not going to be sad or nervous about this film.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Shahrukh. It was great talking to you.
Thank you, then. Thank you very much.